Hello, this is Igoro, host of the Igoro Show, and you are listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
Hello and welcome to the Steve and Crypto Show presented by thestevestrout.com. I am Steve and I'm going to keep this short and sweet for you guys because we have an awesome guest and we're so busy getting ready for the holidays, and let's just get right into it. But first, we got to promote our stuff. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/SteveCrypto. You go there and get extra content. We have a ton of stuff over the last few years that we've put up there available to our patrons. You could join for as low as $1 a month. And there's also a free level to just join and get in on the fun too. But we're doing quite a bit of interesting stuff over there, kind of outside of what we bring you on the show. We're kind of letting you a little deeper into our own lives with our friends and family, and because you're our friends and we want you to be part of it. But yeah, that's patreon.com/SteveCrypto. We have the merch store. It's on Etsy. Go to Etsy, search for Steve and Crypto merch, and it'll pop up. We have a big variety, a couple different t-shirts, mugs, coasters, tote bags, hoodies, all kinds of stuff over there. So go check that out. And I'm probably, when I get off of recording this, I'm going to jump on there and I'm going to fire up a sale for you guys for the holidays, because it's holiday time, as I mentioned. And with that being said, you should patronize one of our favorite shops. You guys should check out Goth Cloth. It's a great female-owned company for all goth and spooky styles. They have everything, all kinds of apparel and everything. And since it's holiday time, they even have gift wrapping paper to wrap them gifts in. So hurry up and get on it. Hopefully you can get gifts in time for the holidays, but do like I do. Get presents late and duck people and avoid people until it's time to so they finally catch up with you. Give yourself a chance to get all those gifts in, and because who wants to go to the mall anymore? Get all your stuff at shops like Goth Cloth. So gothclothco.com. Go check them out. You'll dig them. They've sent me and Crypto Zoo some really rad gear that we love wearing. So do it. Go check them out, and then come back and find us on the social medias. Instagram, he's CryptoZoo88. I am the Steve Strout, as I've been for the last 100 years. Anyways, go check that out. On this episode, we have a guest who's been on in the past. He was here to promote his film. It's kind of a homage to shot on video horror. A gentleman named Bobby Canipe Jr. Great new filmmaker, but he's putting out killer stuff, just badass. You could tell this guy loves the genre. So now he has a new project in the works, which is going to be a tribute to all the great straight-to-video movies from the 80s. And it's called PIGSHIT. And it sounds pretty awesome. I want you guys to listen to this little chat with Bobby. He tells us all about it. He tells us about the great campaign he has going, where you could get, first dibs on movies and the Blu-rays, and you could even be in the movie. So who doesn't want to be in an awesome horror movie? Go do it. Check it out. Those links to everybody we mentioned on here will be in the show notes for this episode. let's run that, and we will be back in a moment to wrap things up. Maybe not in a moment. Maybe in a half hour or so after we talk to Bobby Canipe Jr. Let's go.
Hey, this is Butch Patrick, and you're listening to the Steven Crypto Show.
Hey, it's Sven Gooley from MeTV. You see me every Saturday night, but right now you're listening to the Steven Crypto Show. Don't confuse that with the Beeve and Scripto Show, which is Jerry Mathers talking to a pen. You might have to Google that one. Anyway, and please continue to support the horror hosts who are all out there. You know, I'm very grateful for your support, and the fact that we've nationally been successful has actually shown some TV markets that there is a need for hosted horror. So it's great that we're continuing the genre, and we need your support. So please keep supporting horror hosts. We thank you. I do too.
Hey, Steven Crypto listeners, how you guys doing? It's been a little while. We have a guest on the show today. He's a filmmaker named Bobby Canipe, and he's been on before. He promoted a film called Grandma, which was a great, gory splatterfest. Hopefully, you guys have seen it. If not, it's still floating around out there. You can see it. But he has a new project in the works that sounds like it might be just as messy and fun. So we're gonna kind of just let you run with it. We have Bobby Canipe here. He's gonna tell us about his new film PIGSHIT that is in the works. There's a crowdfunding campaign going for it, and he's gonna tell us all about it. So let's just jump in and tell us about PIGSHIT.
Awesome. First off, thanks so much for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. I know it was short notice and everything, so I appreciate you accommodating that and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So very cool for that. But yeah, so Pig Shit is basically my version of Slaughterhouse from 1987. That was a really important movie for me from the video store growing up. I really love that movie a lot. And I'd say maybe 6 months ago, I see a trailer pop up online that they made a Slaughterhouse 2. And for the listeners, I'm putting air quotations because I don't claim it as a Slaughterhouse 2. If you see the trailer, it's mind blowing that they even made it. So I talked to some other friends of mine about it, and I was like, man, I'm bummed because I wanted a really good modern day Slaughterhouse sequel. So when the trailer didn't look the way I wanted it to, I said, let's just make it. Let's just make what we would have wanted to see in a Slaughterhouse sequel that had been amped up to 11. So that's basically what Pig Shit is. I wanted the name to just be very strong and bold and like kind of just catch you off guard, like there's a curse word in the title, and a lot of people will say that's like hurts you marketing wise, but I don't care. I'm trying to get that bold name out there. So I want that to be the first thing that catches people is like the name, like, whoa, what is this? And then it's gonna take place over one night on an abandoned pig farm. You'll learn kind of over the course of the night why the pig farm's abandoned, and some of the people in the group might have something to do, like with the secret of why the pig farm is abandoned now. And all while that's happening is you have a big masked killer wearing a severed pig mask, or face mask. So yeah, we're just trying to get back to the straight 80s horror sensibilities where kids show up, tell a spooky story around the campfire, and the story ends up being real. And then, mixed with a lot of Southern horror, with like Mountaintop Motel Massacre and Slaughterhouse. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is a big inspiration on the script. And yeah, we're just having a fun, fast-paced 80s slasher. The difference between this and Grandma will be Grandma was really much a shot on video homage, and this is more the straight to video, kind of think of like Vestron style releases that you would see in the video store. A little bit better quality than the shot on video, but still not played in the movie theater, if that makes sense. And we're shooting on dual cameras this time instead of one. So we'll get double the footage, especially on like the kills and stuff. We'll get different angles of it this time. And we're shooting on Blackmagic 6K cameras, which are like amazing. It's gonna really like capture every little bit of gritty detail and all the details that we have on the pig farm and everything. So really excuse me, really excited about it. And I think if you guys liked Grandma and you liked what I did there, this is gonna be very much more, because on that one it was very much I had to limit myself because of the shot on video, and I wanted it to be authentic with the effects and with the acting and just how everything looked and the scratchiness of it. But with this, that's not the goal to make it look like that. It's to make what a really good movie you would have found back in the 80s. So,
Well, it sounds really intriguing. You're right. The name catches you instantly, and I think of course, the horror community is what you're kind of shooting for.
Mhm.
I don't think they're going to care about the the cuss word in the title or anything. That people like us, we don't care about that. So I don't think you have to worry about that. But um, I've always been kind of into that over the top horror, and I'm excited to see the final product.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Um, Sounds like you're putting together a pretty solid cast of like who's who in indie horror too. You want to run through some of the performers?
Yeah, yeah. So and then we had a new one announced last night that I can talk about too. But so doing this, I've made, let's see, this is my 11th production in 3 years. So I've met a lot of really, really cool actors along the way. So I kind of pulled actors from all the previous movies I've did. I've got Dan Grogan, who a lot of people might know from Mutilator 2. I've got Mel Heflin, who I just started working with on my last movie, Bloody Bones. She's back. She's in a ton of movies. I think she's in over 80 movies. So the low budget indie people, they know her. And then of course Angel Bradford's back. We've got a new actress. She goes by, her stage name is Penny Aphrodite. Very new, has a huge stage background. So I was really intrigued by the stage background. So this will be probably her first movie released. She's in another movie, but I think we'll probably have ours released before the other one. So this will be her first movie. And then I brought back Ryan Martell, who's in absolutely every one of my movies. So if you've seen a movie of mine, he's typically the fan favorite character for the movie is Ryan Martell. And then I brought Kelsey Baker and Chris Lutterloh, and Kelsey was in Grandma. And then we've got Josh Schaefer from Lunch Meat. He's going to be in it. And then last night we actually announced Patrick Moran, and Patrick Moran is most known for the movie Jacko from the 90s with Linnea Quigley. He is the writer of that movie, and he also played Jacko in that film as well. So pretty
Oh,
cool
oh,
cast. We got a couple more to announce. We just can't announce it till it gets certain parts in the Indiegogo, but still some fun stuff to announce.
I've always respected people that kind of work with the same team throughout their films and bring actors back and whatnot. Um, do you like to give them free reign to like add input, or do any of them ever like kind of try to give ideas to you guys to keep things interesting, or do you prefer that people just kind of stick to the script and follow along with what you already have?
So, we did a screening of Grandma about a couple weeks ago of at the Myers house out here in North Carolina, and somebody asked a question similar to that one. And one of them there, I think it was maybe Josh Allman, said that when I make a script, it's really like an outline because it's like it can change dramatically based on how these guys are acting. And I'm like, man, this is working really well this way, but it's not how it is in the script. So
Yeah,
a lot of times I do, they'll do one or two, by the script, and then we'll kind of get a couple, let's just, what are you thinking? Let's play around with a little bit. So yeah, it's I would say maybe 30% to 40% of the script stays, and probably 70 or 60% is actually changed and improv.
that's cool. Like
So
that.
it is pretty collaborative. I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of collaborating, who's doing your effects and makeup? I know you got messy and grandma, and I'm expecting more in this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Grandma was super messy. So of course we brought Jamie, that did effects in that, back into this. So she'll be doing all that, and then we do have a special addition to her team that horror fans will know, but it's part of the stretch goal. So we'll have a, hopefully, if we hit the stretch goal, we'll have a very known special effects person coming in to help with some of our kills as well.
Are you
Okay.
involved with the composing of this film at all? Like, are you gonna like be there every step of the way with whoever you decide to work on the music for it?
Yep, actually, so we haven't even announced it yet. I'll announce it here, but Mike Treblecock, who's pretty much known really well in the horror community, he's going to be doing the composition. I'm gonna have very light input. The guy knows what he's doing. I've heard his stuff. He's experienced, so I'm not gonna try to stifle that creativity much. I'll give him kind of a vibe I'm going for, and then I'm gonna let him have free reign. So
Cool.
yeah, I'm letting him kind of delve into this.
You mentioned the campaign a couple times. Why
Mhm.
don't you tell us about the campaign and some of the perks and all that important stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was about 6 days ago we launched on Indiegogo. So we're currently running a thing there, and you can find it either by going to the Facebook. We've got links everywhere there, or if you go straight to Indiegogo, you can just search Pig Shit. It's the only one that's going to show up. So we've got it on there. We're running through the entire month of December, and some of the perks we've got such smaller things, just as like a thank you credit that's going to be in the IMDb credit as low, or the IMDb and the in credits. That's as low as $10, and then you can get a digital copy for 15. The Blu-rays are like 30, and those right there, whenever you get a digital released. I want these people to get those movies and be able to watch it before everybody else is. So it's not going to be like hey, the movies are on sale today and the backers, yours are on their way. It's going to be backers get it. They got like a month to watch it and then it'll go on sale. So if you get the digital copy or the Blu-ray, you're definitely seeing the movie before everybody else. We've got a really cool 11 by 17 artwork poster print that the cast and crew are going to sign. A cool thing that I've never seen done before that I want to do is the Pig Shit Thanks special feature. And that's going to be our killer Pig Shit's going to sit down, he's going to take his mask off, and he's going to personally thank every single person in a special feature that's going to be included on the Blu-ray. So you can pay $60 in your
Nice.
name and shout out a little message specifically for you, and it'll always be in the special features forever. So that one's cool. And then if you guys are new to my company, Astronomic, two of our big releases that we had was Grandma and Tinction. So we have an Astronomic Blu-ray bundle where you can get the Blu-ray of both of those and Pig Shit. So you can get all that, and then there's ways you can be in the movie. You can do a voice on the radio because we have several times where truck radios are playing. So you can get your voice on that. There's a way to be on TV. So Pig Shit in the movie has his little workshop, and he has a little TV there that he's constantly got on while he's doing things. So there's some parts where you can just have like a televangelist on the TV you play, or maybe a lawyer commercial or something that's playing on the TV. And then we've got our biggest perk, in addition to executive producer perk. You can get an executive producer credit. You can stay with us on set. You will supply your food, and you'll get to act in the movie and get killed on screen. That's our biggest perk that we have. But yeah, we have about 12 different perks to choose from right now. And there are a lot of the ones that people have told us they liked, such as like the cast and crew signed prints and our back catalog included in a bundle and stuff like that. So we're always welcome to hear new comments and suggestions on maybe new perks that people want to see and stuff like that. But those are the current ones that we currently have right now. And like I said, we're about roughly 1 week into the campaign at this time.
We have some great options, some great
Thank you.
perks. Yeah, yeah. It'd be cool to get killed off in the movie.
That's what everybody wants to do.
Oh, of
They wanna
course,
get
yeah.
killed. Yeah.
But he wants to get killed. I like it. Um. Oh, you mentioned your company, your production company.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that and what got that started and where people
Yep.
could keep up on that.
Sure. So originally, when I started my first movie, Mom and Pop, the documentary on indie video stores, I was editing and I was like, "Well, I don't have a production company bumper to put at the front of the movie." So we had a funny story that involved Las Vegas while we were filming the movie, and so it originally started as "Is This Las Vegas Productions?" And then when things started getting a little bit bigger, I was like, "Well, all right, so our name can't be an inside joke anymore. It needs to be something that people like, maybe a one word thing that people will remember." So I ended up, getting the LLC for Astronomic Studios. Was surprised that that hadn't been taken, but I got the name for that. And the reason I initially started to do that was we were trying to get Grandma released. We had a distributor that was going to do it, and they were dragging feet and dragging feet, and it had been like a year now, and my movie still hadn't been out, and I really wanted people to see it. So one night I just was like, I'm pulling my movie back. They have not released it, and it's been a year. I pulled it back, and then I looked into releasing it myself, and that's what sparked me to start Astronomic Studios, was to get my movie out faster, and also to provide other independent uh, filmmakers like myself that were in that position, like between distributors really wanting their movie out there. So we're releasing a movie called Live, Laugh, Die. That'll be our first release from Christopher Gattrust. It's a really good like romantic horror comedy is the way I like to say it, and that'll be our first release. But yeah, that's kind of what sparked Astronomic Studios. You can go to astronomicstudios.com, and we've got a web store on there where you can buy a lot of stuff like the Grandma Blu-ray. We released Intinction ourselves on Blu-ray. We've got cool little things like buttons and pins, and you can get your own grandma mask. There's grandma comic books, stuff like that on there. And yeah, we're just gonna start releasing our own originals going forward, and getting it out immediately without having to wait. So when someone is to donate or contribute to PIGSHIT or any of our future campaigns, they don't have to worry on such a wait, because as soon as we get it done, we start the production on the Blu-ray and it comes straight to you. There's no negotiation or trying to find distributors that hold this up. You're going to get your movies fast and quick because we control everything from filming it to bringing it right to you. So yeah, that was pretty much the big inspiration for Astronomic Studios, was to get more of the power in our hands, so it cuts back on the time that people have to wait, including ourselves.
That's a smart way to do it, and you're just not having as many hands involved in the project. And
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes
that's
it's
good.
a lot of work for just me, but sometimes I wish I had another hand in there, but yeah, right now it's a lot of work, but it is nice to have that control and stuff.
Yeah,
But doing it your way and
Exactly.
knowing, treating viewers and fans how you would like to be, treated as a fan and viewer yourself. It's like,
Right.
there's I've gotten stuff from campaigns and kind of waited a long time for Blu-ray to show up or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but it kind of sucks. Like, you're excited, like, I contributed to this thing and it's coming, I can't wait. Oh, it's done. I'm gonna finally see it, and then you have to wait like another
Yeah.
6 months. Like, god damn it. Um, but
Unfortunately, I've been in that situation too with my
yep,
first documentary we released through Saturn's Core and Vinegar Syndrome, and I love both of them. But there's a schedule they go off of. So when they say, okay, we're going to put you out, but it's going to be next year before we can, because we have our release schedule already set up for the next 12. And it sucks because a lot of backers think that it's you as the director that's doing this. And like, I have to explain, hey, trust me, I want this movie as fast as possible too. Like, I want people to see it, but it's a lot of hold up. So it is nice being able to control that and not have to worry about that.
yeah.
yep. And people want to start their Astronomic Studios DVD collection, Blu-ray collection,
There you go.
contribute to
Right
contribute to
now's the
Pig
time to
Shit,
do it.
because you
Yeah.
could get a good start, get a little mini collection going just
And
by
you
There
could
you
even
go.
be a
contributing to
part
the
of it.
campaign.
Yeah.
There you go. Be in a movie and get some movies. That's the dream.
And then you
But
invite your friends over to come watch a movie that you're a part of.
Hey,
um,
people do that too, man. I'm telling you, they love having watch parties when they have like a 5-second cameo in the movie and then they
Yeah.
take a picture.
yep,
I love it. It's so awesome.
it's fun. It's fun. Um, you did mention you screened Grandma recently. What's the latest on that? Didn't know you're finally distributing it yourself. You have
Yeah, yeah. So
physical
finally
copies
distributing.
available.
There is, yep. So astronomicstudios.com, you can get Blu-ray copies and DVD copies. Both of them have several special features, music videos, commentaries, stuff like that. So we tried to give, a lot of value for the DVDs and the Blu-rays. Blu-rays are $20 and DVDs are 12. So not high prices on them. You can get stuff like buttons and stuff like that of grandma, and those are only $5. So I try to stay pretty affordable. I don't want to have high prices, $30 Blu-rays and stuff I don't want to do all that. So yeah, it's pretty affordable. We release them ourselves. So when somebody purchases from that website, it's directly us. They're directly supporting us. And we're getting the most amount of money that we can possibly get into our pocket is through that. So yeah, they're completely supporting a 100% independent, owned and operated, company here. So I appreciate that. But yeah, we got Grandma out. Blu-ray and DVD there, and lots of little accessories you can get. Streaming is coming. It got picked up. We went through Film Hub. It's been picked up for 4 or 5 outlets, and that was back in October, and we're just waiting on when they're going to go live. We've talked to them, and they're like, they can't tell us anything because it's all the distributors that picked this up. So that is one thing we can't control. It's that. But streaming is coming. And the VHS just got a re-release on Lunch Meat as of Black Friday. So we do
Nice.
have the VHS as well. So pretty much every medium is either available or coming for Grandma very soon.
All right. And it sounds like you're still getting bookings for screenings too, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't even mention the screening. So right after Halloween, I had been contacted by Kenny, who owns the Myers House, which is a recreation of the original 1977, 1978 Halloween, and it's amazing. And people come out there and they'll do screenings there. I think they even used his house for a few shots in Halloween Kills.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was either Halloween Kills or something like one of the newer ones. But anyway, he also does on-set cinema, which a lot of people see where they'll show a movie where it was filmed. He owns that as well. So he hit me up and was like, "Hey, I love the idea behind Grandma. If you ever want to do a screening here, we can line it up." So immediately I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Oh yeah.
So we did a screening out there. There was a lot of new people out there. The first thing I asked was, how many people have seen the movie and who haven't? Because my goal is hopefully to get a whole bunch of people that haven't seen it. And I'd say 80% of the crowd hadn't seen it. So it was a really cool movie. Showed everybody liked it, and it was nice to see everybody come over to the table and want to buy copies and talk to me about the movie. Because it'd be a huge bummer if the movie ended and they just all left, and I'm standing at the table, But hopefully it worked out. All right. Thankfully,
Good.
it worked out really well, and I like screenings, but they scare me, so I don't do them all the time. I just have to sit at the back and I watch people, and when they make faces, I'm like, are they making faces because they're liking the scary movie, or are they making faces because this is horrible, And so it's really scary for me, but yeah, so we don't do a lot of them, but that was a really fun one that we got to do.
Right. Do you notice? I've always wondered if like doing a screening like this, do you notice a bump in traffic like on your distribution site for a few days after the screening?
I did.
Pe-
I did
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
That's
What
good.
what really helped was Kenny has a ton of followers from the Myers house, like Instagram and stuff like that. And the day after the screening, we saw it a few in the morning, and I was like, "Wow, that must be to the screening." But then he posted like about the screening, how it went so well and everything, and then immediately, like I'd say like 10 or 15 copies, like immediately. And that's we don't sell a ton of them. We're very small, independent. I do everything, so like 10 or 15, like that's a lot for us. Like we're like, whoa. That's the most spike that we've had in a day. But yeah, definitely saw a spike after that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, well, quickly run through where people the best way to keep up on you and what's going on with the film, and of course, besides the campaign, but best way to keep up on your stuff.
Absolutely. So the best way I tell people to keep up with my stuff is to definitely go on Facebook. I think I'm the most active on Facebook. You can find Astronomic Studios on there, or you can find my personal page as Bobby Canipe Jr. Pretty much everything gets posted there first because that's where I kind of have the largest following at the moment. So you can follow me there. If you don't use Facebook, I am on Instagram. We just started up an Instagram, so we're still kind of small. Whereas Astronomic Studios on there. And then trying to get the reach out on TikTok. So we have Astronomic Studios TikTok as well that we put out little videos, promo videos, or trailers and clips from our movies and stuff like that. So definitely look on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And we just started Blue Sky too. So I hate Twitter. I can't use Twitter. It's just
Yeah.
frustrating to me. So
I
I
don't
thought
care
I'd
for it
start up
either.
this Blue Sky thing. So yeah, so pretty much everywhere but Twitter you could find us, or X or whatever they're calling it now. You could find us, just Astronomic Studios.
Well, man, is there anything else you want to add about the film or anything?
Just that, you're supporting 100% independent guy. This isn't like a conglomerate company that you're donating to, and then I'm getting most of the money. Like none of that's happening. I use this money to feed my people. Every person gets fed. Everybody gets paid a day rate. Everybody gets taken care of with lodging and all that. So when you donate to this, it truly is 100% going to get the movie made and released. A lot of times I don't even pay myself because I make sure everybody else is taken care of first. So 100% your money's going to making the movie. It's not going to somebody's pocket. If we don't reach the goal, it's going to go in a savings account, and I'm going to do some things and start the goal again, and we're just going to keep going until the movie gets made. So, yeah, it's not going to collect $1,000 and not pass, but then that $1,000 mysteriously goes nowhere. It's going to all go to the movie. So that's the first and foremost thing I want people to know is that when they contribute, it does go to the cast, the crew, and getting the movie made. And we're transparent with everything along the way because sometimes these Indiegogo campaigns are not very transparent, and you just don't know, like, where did the money go? I haven't seen this movie get made. So yeah, we definitely try to avoid people having that fear by being transparent, by making sure everybody knows 100% we're all going to make this movie with the funds. So that's the biggest thing for me.
And we will make sure to get a link up for the campaign in the episode notes. I just had a thought. We're going into holiday season, so this is like a perfect gift for that horror fan in your life. Like
I think so.
Put them in your movie. Put them in your movie. Buy them a perk.
There you go. Print it out. Put it in a box. There you go.
Or at the least, get the Blu-ray because it'll fit in a stocking.
There you go.
Most stockings.
It probably won't be out by then, but
yeah.
You can print out a picture of it.
Print out the picture.
At least, yeah.
There you go. That's
what better gift than that's shit for Christmas,
I didn't even think of it like that. That's funny.
This Christmas or this present stinks.
Yeah, that's a good gift idea, actually. Donate on people's behalf to campaigns. Get movies made.
I think it's a great gift.
Everybody wants a little PIGSHIT in their stocking.
There you go. That's a great gift.
If anybody listening wants to contribute and get me in PIGSHIT,
there you go.
I'm open to it. I appreciate it.
Start an Indiegogo to get him on PIGSHIT.
There you go. Holiday season. What's your favorite holiday horror movie?
Man. If I had to pick off the top of my head, I'd say Silent Night, Deadly Night 5.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one of the series and the one I have the most fun with. So yeah, definitely Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5. What about you guys?
I'm that is a good. I like the Silent Night, Deadly Night series. Anyways, I think they're fun. They're kind of just super campy.
I think they are too. They're so wacky, dude.
I'm going to say this here. I have never watched a single one.
Oh
but
man,
I probably should. And I've thought about it.
Yeah, some of them probably not. But yeah, some of them are fun, man.
Great, but they're fun. They're fun.
They are.
Favorite is hard. I mean, one that comes to mind right away is Gremlins.
Oh yeah, that's a great. That's classic.
Yeah.
That kind of goes in like the favorite all-time movies list.
Right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it transcends Christmas list.
Yep, and it just happens to be a Christmas film too.
That's true.
I don't know if I'd call it a solid favorite, but I really like Krampus. It's fun. Awesome. I enjoy it. Like there's my complaint is I wish they would have shown what Krampus looks like.
I agree.
Like when the kid's like, asshole, I'm not afraid of you. It'd been like, you are now. Here's me in all my glory.
Yeah, I get it though. It's a solid watch, like around the season, like for Halloween.
Yep, we watch it every year, so it's still fun. I like the humor in it.
I do too. The family drama going on. Yeah, I dig it.
Hey, with that being said, hope you have good holidays. Hopefully everybody gets in, checks out PIGSHIT, contributes. Let's get this thing made. I want to see it. Grandma was awesome. Luckily, I got to see it when you released it. I enjoyed it, and I think I'm going to enjoy PIGSHIT too.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys and saying the kind words, and I appreciate you guys bringing me on to help me kind of plug this. So, I appreciate you guys big time.
Of course, man. Anytime you're working on something, want to come back.
Thank you. I definitely will, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a great day, and we'll keep in touch.
All right, brothers. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Take care, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Hey, I'm Felissa Rose, Angela from Sleepaway Camp, and you're listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. Yeah!
I'm Mr. Lobo of Cinema Insomnia, and you're listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. Or are you?
All right, we are back. Again, it's going to be a short and sweet episode, but that was good stuff. And it's always cool talking with Bobby. We chat a lot, but it's really good to actually get a conversation going with him here on the show and hearing his enthusiasm and all the heart and soul he puts into his projects. And I think this is going to be another good one. Grandma was awesome. I don't know if you've had the chance to see that. That's been hitting festivals and special screenings and stuff, and it got really good feedback on the indie horror scene. So I think PIGSHIT is going to be even better. I can't wait. And with that being said, it's holiday time, and I want to mention another great company that you should visit. It's called Crypto Zoo Teas. No relation to our Crypto Zoo here on the show, but they're good friends. So cryptozootees.com, they have hundreds of designs, hundreds, like they might have thousands. I don't know. They have a lot of shit, but ton of designs on apparel. They have decor, all kinds of spooky stuff for your horror lover, for your pop culture nerd. It's a really cool shop. So I definitely recommend checking them out. cryptozootees.com and use the code SteveCrypto10 at checkout and get a discount. That being said, thanks to those companies, thanks to Crypto Zoo Tees, thanks to Gothcloth. Without companies like that to help keep us going, and you guys on Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee and all that, it means the world to us. We're lucky and appreciate having all you folks as part of this. This is for us, not just Steve and Crypto Zoo. This is listeners. We're all part of this thing. And we want to get more involved with you guys. We want you guys to reach out to us more. Hit us up. Like I said, join the Patreon. We're trying to get things going on to Patreon to do, monthly or quarterly group chats, like Zoom sessions and stuff. So, like the patreon.com/SteveCrypto, go there and join. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. It helps us grow this show, helps us upgrade stuff, helps us keep it on the air because, we have fees and stuff to pay to run things. Helps us get to events. We get invited to a lot of events, but we got to get our butts there. So it's like, yeah. So patreon.com/SteveCrypto. Go check out the merch store. By the time you listen to this, there'll probably be a sale going. Get us on social media. Go join the Facebook group. Just search Steve and Crypto Show on Facebook, and the group will pop up. And you can join to contribute to it. Get in the conversation there too. If you're working on something cool, pop culture, horror, whatever, you got a comic book coming, you're writing a book, you're working on a movie, a short film, you make art, post it in there. We want to see it. We like it enough, maybe we'll bring you on the show, which that's what we're hoping. So do it. Join us. Have a great holiday. Hopefully we get one more episode out. We're shooting for Christmas, or at least by New Year. We're going to catch up on our lives because there's been a lot of chaos, and like this episode should have went out, sooner. But I was having a health issue. If you follow me on social media, you saw me mention it. Crypto is still settling into his new place and commuting, and so time is precious right now. So we got a little delayed on this episode, but I think it was worth the wait talking to Bobby Canipe Jr. PIGSHIT's going to be awesome. Check that out. And stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to come faster than this one did. And we're going to catch up on life and what we've been doing and all kinds of cool stuff. So, for now, thank you for listening. We're the Steve and Crypto Show. We love you. And Happy freaking holidays if you give a shit. Peace.